Hello, and welcome to the Week 2 version of the Monster Pod here on thelines.com. Steven Anders, Matt Brown, joined this week by Connor Allen of 4 for 4. You got to go check out their great work over there. San Francisco 49ers heading on the road to the Minnesota Vikings. This is down to 5.5 now in favor of San Francisco on the road. 46.5 is our total. Steven is a fan of the cheating cheaters, the San Francisco cheating cheaters, and so we'll get his with all their shenanigans and everything that they had going on there. Do you think he made up that he was told on Friday that he was starting? Of course he didn't make that up. Like, no one, you don't mishear you're starting a game on Friday. Like, no, it's exactly what happened. Cheating ass cheaters went out there and cheated and didn't tell us what was going on with McCaffrey. And that's fine. It's fine. This gets up. This was 6.5, and then people said that's too much. And so that gets bought down, and now we're in that kind of dead zone number of 5.5. 49ers heading on the road to a Sam Darnold-led Vikings team that looked pretty good in week 1.
I won't spend a lot of time on this because it's a betting show, but last time I checked, the 49ers listed Christian McCaffrey as a limited participant on 3 straight days, listed him officially as questionable, and does not have to declare whether he's playing or not until a couple of hours before the game. Mm-hmm. So please, everybody, remind me what rule the 49ers broke other than making their opponent wonder whether he's playing or not. So if you got screwed in fantasy, next time you have a guy playing on Monday, stick him in your flex and don't be an idiot so you can maximize your opportunities, okay? All right, back to this game. I don't know what to do with this game, honestly. This is the game that has me in a pretzel all week. It's a total pass for me. I loved what I saw out of Sam Darnold. I loved what I saw out of Brian Flores in his defense. He blitzed at a top 10 all-time rate last year, and last week he blitzed less than 30% of the time. So I don't know what we're seeing here. Perhaps he's more confident in his front four, but I'm backing away from this. I'm not putting too much into the Vikings beating the 49ers last year because they did that in a game without Trent Williams and without Deebo Samuel. So this is a total pass for me. This is a tough spot for the Niners to go from a big primetime game at home on a short week to one of the toughest, best home field advantages in the NFL. So just a pass for me.
Yeah, that was odd, the defensive scheme last week they only played man like on a couple of plays, and like they just played just zone every single down. Didn't do much blitz.
And blitzing Purdy won't work anyway. Yeah. Blitzing Purdy was, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league against that last year.
Yeah, it was interesting. So market called my bluff, Connor. When I saw this thing get to 6.5 and it was still moving, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna sit and wait on a 7, and then I'm gonna take the 7 with the Vikings, and then it never got there, and then it blasted all the way back down, all the way to the 5. So I got left out to dry. That's on me. I got greedy and it didn't get there. So I wanted a Vikings ticket when the big move happened. It didn't get to where it is, and then everyone bought up the numbers that I want. So I'm going to sit on the sidelines for this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I don't expect another good game here from Jordan Mason if he does get the start. It looked like Christian McCaffrey practiced on Thursday. I don't know if he's going to play. I'm not expecting him currently to play. Either way, I don't think that this is going to be a run-heavy game for the 49ers here. I think that we see Purdy throw a little bit more. You mentioned that Purdy's been really good against the blitz. Like, that's totally true. He's been great against, especially zone blitzes, has been fantastic too. And his favorite target against zone blitzes has been Deebo Samuel. He's been targeted on 28% against zone compared to 17% against man. And then when they face zone blitzes, Samuel's averaged 2.34 yards per route run. So, I think that we're looking at a game here where Deebo gets fed and it works out a lot. I mean, you still have Ayuk coming back to kind of from like the mini holdout as well, whatever. He didn't look fully, there. I mean, dropped that touchdown or wasn't on the same page as a touchdown last week. So for me, I'm looking at this probably mostly from a prop angle because I think you guys said it here. Like, I'm not really excited to lay anything here on the road with the Niners, especially like a dead number. But I would have taken the 7 again. Like, it's one of those where, I would have taken the 7 in Minnesota probably, but just never got there. So probably looking at props only in this one.
Yeah, I will watch this one pretty heavily, though, because I think we're going to find out about Sam Darnold a little bit here. And I have been of the mindset that Sam Darnold didn't really get a fair shake so far in this league. We had no idea whether he was any good or not. I mean, he went into an impossible situation out of college. He was very young, if you guys remember when he came out of college as well. You go and you look, a guy that feels like he's been in the league for 2 decades. He's 27. It's like, so it's not like this guy's ancient or anything. It's like he's 27 right now, and he looked pretty competent. I mean, like the pick was a tip ball last week, off of him. It wasn't even like it was one of the typical Sam Darnold bonehead plays. And so even if they lose this game, and even if they lose this game, basically handily, as long as I see some signs out of Darnold this week, like I'm going to take a better look at maybe betting this Vikings team as we move forward throughout the course of the season. Because when you're throwing to Justin Jefferson, it's just a different animal. When you have that guy out on the field, it's just a different thing. And so I believe in O'Connell as well. So it's more of I'm going to watch as an interested fan and maybe future better.
Matt, you like to put like little reminders in your calendar when to bet on a team when it comes to futures. Like this is the team to do it because their schedule is brutal through week 7 and then it really lightens up. So like after that week 7 game against Detroit, that's where I'm looking at maybe an in-season win total, maybe coach of the year, just different variations, but just never Sam Darnold comeback player of the year because they changed the rules and it has to be an injured guy.
Yeah, he's not. You can't come back from embarrassment anymore. It is like you have to have had a physical ailment in order to do that. Guys, had a pretty good week 1, so hopefully we can continue on here in week number 2. Connor, do appreciate you being here as well. Of course, check out their great work over at 4for4. Awesome stuff over there. Not just from a betting standpoint, from fantasy standpoint, DFS standpoint. Be sure and take in all of their great work. We do everything free here, so please hit that subscribe button. We'll be here all season for you. And if you head to lines.com, upper right-hand corner is the Discord, and that is also free, where you can go in and chit-chat about things all season long in all of the sporting betting markets out there. For Connor, for Steven, I'm Matt. Good luck on all your week 2 bets.